Hello, DCP. We're so excited to be with you. This is Miss Grant. I'm the Alumni Success Counselor, and I'm also a DCP alum from the class of 2011. And today I'm super excited to have both of our alums here, one Rosa from Alumni High and Ray from El Primero. I'm going to have them introduce themselves.
My name is Rosa Covarrubias. I am a DCP Alumni High graduate from the class of 2019. I am currently a student at San Jose State University, and I am currently majoring in chemical engineering.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. My name's Ray Garduno. Part of DCP's graduating class of 2015 from the El Primero campus. And I am a recent graduate in class of 2020 at San Jose State. I majored in business administration.
Awesome. Thank you all for your time and for being with us here today. And today we're going to be highlighting San Jose State. And we wanted to get, just some of your story, right? How you ended up San Jose State. So I wanted to ask, our first question is, what made you choose San Jose State?
I was excited to join San Jose State because I knew that what I would learn would eventually be brought back into my community, and that's what I really wanted. I always like to believe that what I learned could always be brought back to my community and somehow make it better and give an opportunity to those who don't have the same opportunities as me. So I was really excited to join San Jose State and just to see that everything that they did on campus was also brought back to the community, like they did projects and stuff like that. So I really like that about the school. That's why I was excited to join.
For me, the story was for going to San Jose State's a little bit more personal. I think I got accepted to multiple colleges during my senior year, but for like the longest period of my life, I always wanted to be an inspirational person. So I chose San Jose State because not only was it a great college for business, but it was also close by, and it was a college I can attend to, but at the same time still be around family, like my younger cousins, neighbors that were years younger than me, just so I could still be present in my neighborhood as well in my family, and let people know that it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. It's just you can still be something, you can still be successful. And it doesn't matter what college you went through. It's just at the end of the day, when you finish 4 years from now, it's gonna say degree of whatever you passionate about, and it's gonna say your name. So regardless of whatever college you're gonna go to, you're gonna get a degree. So I chose San Jose State because I just wanted to create a legacy for myself and for friends and family.
Awesome, thank you. And what do you think is your favorite thing about San Jose State?
Favorite thing about San Jose State is just very diverse. You meet people from all different walks of life, all different parts of the world. Every semester is a new adventure. It's not like new school year in high school. You see same friends. The only thing's different is someone got a haircut, or someone went had a real nice makeover, or they did something fun over the summer. It's like every semester you don't know who you're gonna sit next to. You really don't know. It's like one time I was in classes with all my friends that I went to high school with, and then next semester I'm sat next to students that came all the way from the other side of Japan, and from the UK, and it's different. You get a different perspective on how people view the world, and at the same time you get to take away new advice, new learning abilities, new connections, and you get to find out a lot more about yourself, stuff that other people don't find interesting about you, but you take it to somebody from an international perspective. They think that you're 100% exact opposite of them. So it's like it's a learning experience, and that's what I love about it. Every day, every month, every semester, every school year, basically, you learn something new, and you grow, and you become like 10 times different than from who you were when you first set foot on campus.
Following with what Ray said, for me, it does have to do with the diversity. Out of the colleges that I was accepted to, I really looked into, how diverse the campus really was. And I had already visited San Jose State, I think twice. And I liked the vibes that I was getting. I was excited, not only to like also stay home and near my family. I knew that living in San Jose and going to San Jose State, I was going to have so much more opportunities given everything that's around in the city. And I also loved the fact that there was so much history to the campus, to the university. And like also as Ray said, there's always something new to see. Like I lived on campus my first year, and I saw so many things. I experienced so many things. Like it's crazy out here, and it was just very nice. I had a very good experience, and I just love that there was always something to do. Like always something to do. Always there's so many ways of making new friends, and yeah.
Awesome. And now thinking about, that was the favorite thing. What would you say is one of the most challenging things about attending San Jose State? And if it was a situation, how did you manage it? For your case, Rosa, how are you continuing to manage that?
Being a commuter at San Jose State, it was a lot challenging for me because since you live in the area, you know your surroundings, so you can work and go to school. But there's a sacrifice with that because you won't be able to stay late on campus as much as you like because you can get out of class at 3:30, then you gotta get to work at 6. You miss out on a lot of like social activities. So I'll say the ability to network and make a lot of friends is it's scarce, and it's something you really have to think about. Like, do I really want to work? Do I really want to build a network? Do I want to make friends? Do I want to join clubs?
The most challenging thing about, for me, was learning how to get around on my own. In high school, I felt like it was always easy for me to go to the teachers and ask for help because you kind of build a relationship with everyone. Everyone, like it was such a small campus, so like you knew a lot of people, even though you didn't hang out with them, you always knew about them, right? So at San Jose State, there's just so many people. It's like a big campus, so it was a change for me, and I was always, my first semesters, I was always relying on those who I already knew for help. And let's say I had a question about financial aid, I never really asked anyone, just like my roommates or the friends I'd already had, and they were like, well, we don't know either. So then I would just kind of, navigate around campus and then somehow make it to the financial aid office. And, maybe I didn't ask the right questions and I was still stuck on the same issue. And after a while, I realized that, I had to reach out and ask for help, with other people and network on my own. And, you know, and that was like the most challenging thing for me. And the way I overcame it was by the first thing I said I think I did was like going to my professors and asking for help during their office hours. And even though I didn't really need help with anything, I felt like it was just always good to go, um, you know, and get any, just kind of build a relationship with your professors. And I think that really helped also because from that, I was also able to like, get like club recommendations. And, there's certain things that recommendation for, and like my professors, they would offer to do it, and I would ask them and they would be okay with it. And I think it was just a matter of like me just like building up the courage and going and doing that. But that was the most challenging part for me.
I'm going to ask you to think about two pieces of advice. One, a piece of advice for our students who are still in high school, right? What did you wish you would have done differently, or something that you learned as a high school student? And then two, all of our students, as you probably already know, are going to be doing virtual learning. And so what advice would you have for them to be successful in their online classes?
One piece of advice that I could give to other students who are taking virtual classes would be, I feel like I talk a lot about office hours, and some people might not really want to go because they're like, ew, why would I go, But it's like, it's kind of just, even if you understand the material, just go, you kind of, it shows your professor that commitment to your education and that commitment to truly understanding the material that you're being taught. Because some classes, they'll just be talking and talking and talking, especially now that everything's like online. They're just going to show you like a whole bunch of slides, and you're just going to have to sit through it and them explaining. And sometimes it'll make sense and sometimes it won't. So even if it makes sense, just go to office hours and kind of just talk about what you kind of learn. And it also helps for you to understand things a little bit more, even though you already do. And yeah, and just like building that relationship with your professors, because maybe you want to go study abroad and you're going to need letters of recommendation. So you're building that relationship right now. So maybe in 2 years you might want to study abroad, and you got the money and everything, and you can just go ahead and ask, and then kind of that thing. My piece of advice would be to get involved in high school, make the best of it, and do what you like, do what you love, and just be happy and enjoy your 4 years of high school, because you're going to be in college soon and it's going to get a little tough. So just enjoy it. And yeah, that's all the advice I could give.
To add on to what Rosa said, a lot of one big piece of advice I would offer is basically build connections with your professors. That's key, because it's not even for like stuff college related stuff, scholarship related, because there's going to be a lot of you on the DCP scholarship, and a lot of you right now are depending on your high school counselor and your teacher to to write you these letters of recommendations, to really speak on your behalf. Fast forward 2 years from now, that same high school teacher and counselor, they might be dealing with 50, 60 new seniors, and their letter recommendations are a lot more priority. So one big piece of advice I can take, it's from Rosa, is build connections, not only with your professors though, but with anybody that you work with. It could be a supervisor at work, a manager at work, it could be a mentor for a program that you're in. I know advice is, add on to what I just said, is take initiative. Take initiative. There's a lot. If you practice that habit right now as a young senior, I guarantee you that you're gonna be set when you get to college. When I mean take initiative, is mean look at what you have to get done and take care of it. If it's talking to a professor after school for a letter of rec for another scholarship or something with your classes that you don't understand, and you got your friends on the other side, like, hey man, let's go eat after school, but you really need to talk to this teacher. Well, you need to take that initiative and go talk to that teacher, man, because if you get that practice in there, instead of pointing, later, I'll do it later, chances are later is never going to come. If you're going to still have that old habit, you got to take initiative. You got to set your priorities, and you gotta literally, no pun intended, but you gotta go handle your business. And it's real straightforward piece of advice.
Awesome. Thank you both so much again for your time. I think Ray might have froze a little bit, but thank you all for your time, for giving us all your wisdom. I know that our students are going to need it, especially, as we're getting ready to navigate this whole new world with the pandemic. Again, for all the DCP students, just know that we're going to be doing these videos every week, putting the spotlight on a different college, bringing some of our alumni to continue to share their stories with us. So make sure that you're watching them every Thursday. If you have any questions, you can ask your advisory teachers, or contact Ms. Torres at El Primero or Ms. Garcia at Alumni High to get more information on the colleges. If you have any questions like that, we're super excited for this new year, and hope that you will, catch us on the next video. So thank you again, Ray and Rosa. We're very grateful for your time, and we hope that you all have a healthy and safe rest of your week. Thank you.
All right, thank you.